All right. So without further ado, welcome to the 2020 Juliette Parent Q&A for our Treats and Keeps season. Today we're going to talk a little bit about Treats and Keeps. Of course, Treats and Keeps is our program where we have girls work to earn entrepreneurship experience with chocolates, nuts, and magazines. Here you'll see a few items that are offered in this year's Treats and Keeps program. Each of you may be familiar with these items as our girls are selling them in their community. Are there any questions about the items that we're selling so far? I don't see any in the chat. They're pretty self-explanatory. You can find each of these on your order card as well. So each parent should have completed the following steps. The first step is to complete your online parent permission form, and that's been emailed to you from me directly, or you can look on our website, on the Juliette website. There is a drop down for Treats and Keeps, and you will see a link to complete the online parent permission form. Feel free to follow the steps that are already listed there so that that form comes directly to me and we can get her input into the system. The next step is September 25th, right? We've already checked that off. Your girl's able to begin taking orders and to set up her M2 account through our portal at gsnutsandmags.com. Each of your girls was able to create an avatar, as you can see in the picture there. The little girl with the curly brown hair, thank you for supporting our Girl Scouts. And she's able to invite her friends and family to shop online with her avatar. The next is to look out for your order card and a parent and girl flyer in the mail. This year, Council is mailing our girls directly their materials for their Treats and Keeps program. And we're excited to have our girls be able to use those resources in their product program. Are there any questions on how to launch your M2 account or how to start your girls campaign? I don't see any in the chat. This is awesome. Everybody's right on track. I am going to let you know a little bit about resources. So we have a huge availability of resources for parents. And for me, the biggest help is the instructional videos. So if you find yourself with questions like, how do I register for my girl's site? How do I make rewards choices for my girl once we're at that step at the end of the season? Or I've collected a lot of orders on this order card. How do I get them in the system? All of those items can be found at the M2 instructional videos tab under our resources for Treats and Keeps. I'm going to go ahead and show a video that shows you how to enter items in your girl's order card on M2. So we'll watch it together, and hopefully this is a good addition to your process as you obtain those orders.
As a girl participant, I will have an opportunity to enter my nut order card sales into the M2 system. First, I need to log in and launch my campaign. Once I've set up my campaign, I can then navigate out from my dashboard. From here, to enter my order card sales, I would click on Manage Paper Orders. The site will take me to a list of all of the products my council is selling, and I can enter them as a total by product variety. The dollar value and quantities will update below. Once I have all of my customers' orders entered from my order card, I simply click Update to add the order to the system. Remember, all orders placed online do not need to be re-entered. Only orders from your order card should be input into the M2 system.
Awesome. So I think that's one of the key factors, right? Once you all go through and you take a few orders from friends and family, what do you need to do next in order to ensure that those orders get into the system? And that's what that video we just watched was on. Each of these videos is less than or around 1 minute long, but they're packed with information. So you really can take step by step through the video with your M2 site and really get that good information. Okay, so next we'll talk about some frequently asked questions. One of them, most of them, right, are about payment and what do we do next? So we figured out how to get in our portal. We got our order cards down. We're ready to put the orders in. But what do we do for payment? I think it's important to know that you as a parent can accept those payments from customers. The easiest way to accept payment is online. Our customers now, we're in the virtual space. Your girl, through her portal, does have that ability for your customers to purchase online. They can choose either shipping or girl delivery, both online, and have that payment submitted online. The second way, which is a little more work, is cash or check. And those customers would give that to you as the parent directly. And then once counsel looks at your orders, we will say, okay, you have a couple of chocolate covered pretzels that are ordered and the balance for that is $16. You can then submit payment for those orders directly to counsel via online invoice. And we'll talk a little bit about that in a second. So the next question we hear pretty often is, do I need to pick up items, right? So you put in all these orders from your order card into the site, and what happens next? Well, if your customer has selected to have their items shipped to them directly, and they've paid for that shipment, their items will be directly shipped to them. No legwork on your part there. However, if your customers have ordered from the nut card or have chosen girl delivery, you will need to pick those items up in person from counsel. Okay, so if you have a list of items that you're putting in to the system and they're being paid for by check or cash, or they are for girl delivery, you will need to pick those up in person from counsel. Okay, the next question is, how do I get the items for my girl to deliver? Now we know you have to pick up some items. Where do you pick them up from? How do I do that? November 20th, 2020 is the Juliettes Treats and Keeps pickup day. Amy and I will be at counsel in order to meet with you to do some contactless delivery of your girls' items. So in your M2, you will see a report. If you go to the reports tab, you can click there and see all of the items that are itemized from net cards and girl delivery. Okay, those items will be available November 20th. The next question we have is, how do we pay counsel? Earlier in the frequently asked questions, we talked a little bit about the idea or the need to pay counsel for those items. And the easiest way to do that, again, is online. We are utilizing a new system this year through Square Invoice. And I will be able to email that to you directly for the balance of your items. And you can click there and simply pay it, and your balance will be cleared. The final payment due date is December 1st, 2020. So keep that in mind. So from November 20th, when you pick up your items, you'll have time to deliver those. If one of your family members or customers haven't paid for your item yet, there is a small window there for you to collect those funds and have it ready for the final payment due date of December 1st. All right. And the last question, who can give me tech support? So I know all of this information, I'm working through M2 and I've gotten to a halt stop. What do I do next? Well, you may need to call M2's customer service. The phone number is listed here as 800-372-8520. And you're welcome to call them for any technical issues you experience with the website. If you have program questions, like dates for payment or logistic delivery items, feel free to email me directly at Juliettes@GSGATL or zdaniels@GSGATL. Okay. One of the other biggest questions we get is, well, one of our customers ordered their items and they want to change their delivery method. Okay, so you'll see a little blurb about that here. Customers pay online for all items. If they pay for all items online and they've chosen to change their shipping method, then you will need to contact M2's customer service by October 24th to cancel that order if you won't be delivering it at all, or to make changes to that shipping or delivery method, okay, once it's paid for. And M2, they're awesome to work with. They'd be happy to take your call. All right. What are Juliettes Treats and Keeps rewards? This is the favorite part. We love rewards, right? We do have all of our rewards listed on our website under the Treats and Keeps rewards tab. But we do often get the question about whether or not Juliette Girl Scouts or individual girls can receive monetary proceeds from their sales. And this is standard across all of our Girl Scout programming and Girl Scout programming in general. That girls cannot receive individual monetary proceeds from any programs. And so that's a federal regulation that we stay in line with. However, girls, including Juliettes, are able to earn all of the rewards that are listed in accordance to meeting their goals. So if they reach the level of being able to participate in the zoo experience, they absolutely, even as a Juliette, are able to participate in those experiences, just like a girl in a troop. So we are so happy to be able to offer the Juliettes these awesome incentives. And with those Juliette proceeds, we also get questions on how are those proceeds used? Well, those troop proceeds are pooled together for all of our Juliette girls in order to grant them access to awesome year-round programming and events, including movie meetups. We're working on a virtual event here coming up soon in a couple months for our Juliettes to get to know each other and have some fun. If any of you attended our Juliette welcome or bridging ceremony that was held a few months back, that was a fun and engaging event for Juliettes only, right? So we do host a variety of events using those troop proceeds, thinking of Juliettes as that pool that come together to provide that programming. All right, so what are the important dates? I mentioned a few dates along the way. Here they are. September 25th is when we opened for orders online and in person. October 7th, that's today, is our Juliette parent meeting. Coming up next is October 24th, and that's not too far away. That's going to be the last day for parents to enter their orders and rewards into M2. So keep that in mind when you're looking at your timelines for who you may want to ask and offer the ordering to. That October 24th is the last day and M2 will close, okay? Then November 20th, we mentioned that. That's when you will be able to pick up at council. And you see a little asterisk there next to rewards. Our hope is that we're able to give our Girl Scouts their rewards on November 20th as well. However, with the differences we've had in mail and a little bit of delay due to COVID-19, we put an asterisk there because we may need to mail them directly to your girl. So in the event that those rewards don't come to us by the 20th, no fear, we will ensure we get those in the mail with tracking for your Girl Scout to receive her rewards. And then the last date is December 1st, and that's when your parent money and balance will be due. So that's all we have for today's Juliette Q&A. I think that's a high-level overview that included some resources, the Treats and Keeps 101, and a few frequently asked questions. So feel free to put any other questions you have in the chat. We're grateful to have your girl participating with us and you on board as a parent partner to ensure she gets to participate in her Girl Scout programming.